Hello and welcome to Round 4 Flicks. We can all agree that 2023 has been a fantastic year for movies, and the first half of the year has undoubtedly been jam-packed with excellent entertainment for viewers. Although there are many others that are fantastic, and deserve to be on this list of the top 10, but these are our favorites. Let us know which movie from 2023 is your favorite. Let's now begin the video. Number 10. The Flash. It is a superhero action-adventure movie from 2023 based on the same-named DC character. This one generated a lot of interest, but many were disappointed by the movie. The story revolves around the multiverse plot from the DC comic book Flashpoint, which is unquestionably one of the best. The main character of the story is Barry Allen, who goes back in time to stop his mother's murder and set his father free. But when he takes advantage of his propensity for time travel, he forges a world devoid of superheroes in which General Zod makes a comeback and wipes out humanity. After that, a retired Batman, a prison Kryptonian, and a different Barry are the only ones who can stop Zod. Barry will be able to return to his native timeline if they are successful in saving the world they are currently living in. The Flash fails where No Way Home succeeds, which is in convincingly presenting fan favorites. However, I'm hoping to see Sasha in the new DC universe soon because it was exciting to see a Supergirl in action, although the action was cool and the story was interesting enough to offer up a lot of possibilities for the future. Number 9. Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse. It is an animated superhero movie from 2023 that features Miles Morales from Marvel Comics. It is the sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, 2018, and takes place in the Spider-Verse, a linked universe of alternative realms. The main character of the story is Miles Morales, who gets sucked into a huge assignment that takes him across the multiverse. There, he joins forces with Gwen Stacy and a new gang of spider people to fight an enemy, who is more powerful than any enemy they have ever encountered. However, he finds himself pitted against the other spiders, as the heroes disagree on how to handle an impending threat, and must unite to save those he loves the most. This film does a fantastic job with the incredibly challenging multiverse concept, keeping you fascinated the entire time. The animations and wonderful action-packed multiverse story with spectacular visuals are outstanding. Number 8. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It is a superhero adventure movie from 2023 that is based on the Guardians of the Galaxy superhero team from Marvel Comics. This is the 32nd film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it is the follow-up to 2014's Volume 1 and 2017's Volume 2. It is the final journey for our favorite group of outcasts. The main character of the story is Star-Lord, the Guardians leader who is still grieving over Gamera's passing, but who must reassemble his team to defend the galaxy while also looking out for one of their own members. This time, their objective is to save Rocket, after he has been kidnapped by the force of a man who claims to be his creator. Over the course of the movie, viewers come to realize who they are and why they want him back. This one will be an emotional journey for you, if you've followed the MCU and have a connection to your favorite characters. It's the most satisfying ending to one of the best Marvel storylines and the ideal farewell, so don't miss it. Despite the fact that there is a lot to talk about, it is impossible without revealing spoilers. Number 7. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. James Mangold is the director of this action-adventure film from 2023. It's okay if you haven't seen the previous films, you'll still be able to enjoy this one. It's the 5th and final movie in the Indiana Jones saga. The story takes place in 1969 and revolves around Jones, a well-known archaeologist, and his distant granddaughter Helena as they look for a historical dial that could change the course of human history. They are involved in this mayhem because of Jürgen Buller, a former Nazi and now a NASA researcher, who wants to use the artifact to change how World War II plays out. Before saying farewell to the character who has enthralled viewers for years, Harrison Ford, in his well-known role as the adventurous Indy, takes us on one last thrilling expedition. The story heads toward its significant conclusion with a mix of happiness, pleasant recollections, and a small amount of gratitude. Number 6. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Christopher McQuarrie is the director of this spy action film from 2023. The story centers on Ethan Hunt, whose IMF squad embarks on their most challenging mission yet in search of a horrific hidden AI technology that threatens the survival of all humanity. In order to keep it from falling into the wrong hands, they want to grab it and possibly destroy it. On paper, this appears to be a fairly normal story, but the way it is presented and how the main plot is combined with the very dramatic side stories creates a narrative that is incredibly gripping. Ethan embarks on a dangerous mission with the destiny of the entire world in his hands. He must contend with a mighty enemy from his past, who is connected to his current mission and will stop at nothing to stop him, forcing him to make a decision between saving the world and his friends. There are a few new characters that improve the movie and the plot in the most unexpected ways. You will be amazed by the amazing scenery in the film. Tom is incredible, and the stunt was also outrageous and spectacular. You should view this on a big screen to have an immersive experience because the action was amazing. Number 5. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Stephen Caple Jr. is the director of this sci-fi action film from 2023. It is the 7th film in the franchise and serves as both a prequel to Transformers 2007 and a direct sequel to Bumblebee 2018. The story centers on Noah Diaz and Elena Wallace, two regular people who band together with the Autobots and their friends the Maximals, in the wake of an unexpected event to stop the appearance of the planet-eating Transformer Unicron and its deadly force, commanded by Scourge, who is on the lookout for the Transwarp Key. As the story progresses, the mystery behind the use of the keys is eventually revealed. You're about to be startled if you thought the Transformers race was made up only of Autobots and Decepticons, because the movie adapts a well-known Autobot story that connects to the Maximals and other distinct factions of the Transformers species for franchise aficionados. Because of the impressive set pieces in the final action sequence, and a few other action moments throughout the film, a wider audience might also appreciate the movie. It offers a solid cross-cultural action adventure and plenty of new, fresh Transformer material to discuss. Number 4. Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan is the director of this epic biographical thriller from 2023. The movie stars Cillian Murphy as J. Robert Oppenheimer, a well-known theoretical physicist who was instrumental in developing the first nuclear bomb. Emily Blunt plays Oppenheimer's wife, Matt Damon plays Colonel Leslie Groves, and Robert Downey Jr. plays Lewis Strauss, a senior member of the U.S. Atomic Power Council. The plot takes place during World War II, when General Leslie Groves assigns J. Robert Oppenheimer to take part in the secret operation. After that, Oppenheimer and a team of scientists worked relentlessly to develop the atomic bomb, which they finally succeeded in doing on July 16, 1945, when they set off the world's first nuclear explosion, which changed the course of human history. The plot focuses on J. Robert Oppenheimer's career and successes, which helps us comprehend how things happened. Perhaps it has become too common to describe Christopher Nolan films as masterpieces, but this one is undeniably one and boasts a breathtakingly magnificent plot that will leave you dumbfounded. Number 3. Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. Guy Ritchie is the director of this action thriller film from 2023. The story revolves around John Kinley, a former military officer who has returned to defend a translator who previously rescued Kinley's life from a gang. The story begins with a covert mission in which the translator goes above and beyond to ensure Kinley's safety. However, Kinley feels forced to make apologies and returns to the fighting side before the military does in order to find the translator, after learning that the translator was not given the proper transfer. Overall, The Covenant is a gripping and visually stunning movie that masterfully combines action, suspense, and fast-paced storytelling to keep you on the edge of your seat the entire time. The film is a must-see because of the outstanding performances, gorgeous scenery, and Ritchie's expert direction. Number 2. Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. John Francis Daley and Jonathan Goldstein are the directors of this fantasy heist comedy film from 2023. It is based on the Dungeons & Dragons online game, and takes place against the backdrop of an unknown world. The story revolves around a burglar and a group of strange adventurers, who carry out a massive heist to steal an item that is said to have the power to revive the dead. However, when they get into the wrong group of people, things quickly get out of control. Things immediately get more difficult when they learn that one of their fellow recruits has joined them for shady purposes. The story whips up a fun and chaotic quest that faithfully recreates the epic universe, and the humorous atmosphere of the video game on the big screen. If you know how video games operate going into the movie, you will be able to recognize everything that is rolling over on screen. But even if you don't, you won't be missing anything. Overall, the film is a lot of fun, and a great distraction for both new viewers and enthusiasts. And despite a few stumbles, it successfully establishes a solid basis for the franchise's upcoming films. Number 1. John Wick, Chapter 4. No introduction is necessary for this movie, at least not for action enthusiasts. It is the fourth and last film in one of the most well-known action film series ever made. The main character of the story is John, a skilled hitman who is summoned from retirement to exact revenge on the people who killed his pet. As he pursues his goal of revenge, he finds himself in odd situations with a tempting reward hanging over his head. As a result, he is made a target by his ruthless organization, the High Table, forcing him to run away and engage in combat with some of the most horrible killers in the world who want to kill him. However, in Chapter 4, as John Wick discovers a method to topple the High Table and reclaim his freedom, he is forced to fight a strange enemy with powerful allegiances, and powers that turn his earlier friends into enemies. I haven't seen an action film that successfully combines thrilling action with an interesting story, but John Wick excels in this respect. You get both, and that's what gives this film its insane amount of action. That is all for today. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel to view future videos about suggested movies and television shows.